Donald Trump spoke the truth about Nigeria and Africa at large. Donald Trump drew Africans' attention to realities when he pointed out vital issues facing African leaders. According to Trump, Africans are good in nothing but making noise, dancing, marrying many wives, witchcrafts, indulging in sex, pretending in church, jealousy, fighting and complaining of bad leadership, but yet refuse to take a decisive actions and protest to remove the brigand from possible of power. With careful study of the points listed above, you would agree with me that when the president said was not too far from the truth. Africans are the most confused when it comes to leadership. With the style of leadership in Africa, it will not be surprising to say that our black skin somehow affects our sense. The worst strategy in Africa is that if you dare stand up and speak up for what is right, you may end up regretting. In most of African countries, leadership problem is just like a normal thing. An average African leader's African leader's mentality is to steal while he has a chance, accumulate as much wealth as he can while in office, and the people will eventually celebrate his stolen wealth. Whether you agree with Donald Trump or not, it is a fact that the black man is a symbol of poverty, mental inferiority, laziness, emotional incompetence. When Naina was accused of stealing billions from pension fund, we all saw how some people came to his defense. This singular act proved that Donald Trump's statement of Africans can do everything possible to defend their stupidity. Give them money for development and they will fight and create hatred and enmity for themselves. Drill oil wells for them and they will not have peace all the days of their lives. Creature that lacks foresight but only sees what is near him and still fails to know what to do. Africans lack common sense. Donald Trump's statement about Africa is really a pointer to what is really going on in Africa today. It is only in Africa that you commit crime and you will be celebrated, most especially in Nigeria. According to US President, Africans sing and rejoice to their corrupt political leaders. They worship their scandal-hiding religious leaders like their gods. Lest you forget that in public them so-called Africans and who comes to hide their loot and praying for the people, that the rate of corruption in our continent today really need God's interventions. Just of recent, some set of so-called repentant Boko Haram were set free after rehabilitation, and a senator sponsored a bill to create a ministry for the repentant Boko Haram sects. Is this even supposed to come up in the states and Senate? Without being told, a senator is supposed to know that such bill will only encourage more people to go into crimes. This was what Donald Trump meant when he saw that what Nigerians are doing. They are looking at what is currently going on in Nigeria. I mean the National Assembly. Legislatures amending the constitution to favor themselves at the expense of 200 million nairas. Majority of these legislators are treasury looters who are intellectually barren but using the ill-gotten wealth to oppress the citizens of that great country. These are people who cried for independence but have failed to rule themselves. For sure, being Africa is a very untreatable disease that even prayers cannot solve. And enough. Trump gave instance to what our legislatures are. What is happening in Nigeria, Southern Sudan, Malawi, DRC, just to mention but a few, is proofs to anybody, including a stupid fool, that Africans do not know what they want. Isn't that plausible? They are like monkeys looking for already ripening banana all over the world. A black man is stupid to the extent that he cannot plan for his life beyond a year. Therefore, how can they develop the life all along? Before I finish, let me tell Africans that before you jump or call me a racist and anti-blacks or whatever term you may wish to use against me, first, tackle runaway corruption, dreadful terrorism, tribalism, poverty, unemployment, diseases, illiteracy, ignorance, and inequality. This question now is, are the statements of Donald Trump racist or not? They are realities, that they are facts. These are true nature of Africa condition, and we really need to wake up. Wow. This is what Donald Trump has said is really the truth. It's really what Nigerians are doing. Or that is really what is happening in the country. That is what is happening in this country. So he's really right about it. Donald Trump's statement concerning Nigerians, it's the truth. But majority of Nigerians don't need truth. Then when you tell them the truth, you become their enemy. Even it is so much in churches today. So many they love their pastor more than God. That is why some have become so rich and mocking God by living the flamboyant life, and their members celebrating them as well. So if all this trip to the church should be able to adapt to the lifestyle of Jesus and his teachings, I tell you, Nigeria would not have been as bad as it is today. The president is not far from the truth, but the fault is from world courts, especially Britain, Africa, and so on. If the rules and regulation of world courts is active, because will sit up, then people will definitely sit up and realize that what they are doing in the country is wrong. Nigeria is a good example of black sense country with the worst legislature, bandits in Agbada, religion leaders mock God with their wealth, which is very bad. You must have left your home when you generalize the issue of black sense or black man with black sense. Trump is telling nothing but the truth. The leaders are taking advantage of both poverty of the head and paucity of fund in people's pockets. So the truth can never be hidden. They are really like monkeys looking for grants loan and other facilities from the suite of responsible, sensible, reasonable, well-coordinated people in other even smaller countries to, to squander. So he has said the truth, and it's now left for Nigerians to follow suit. And again, Donald Trump is not a racist. Those that said he's a racist, they don't know what they are doing. So I think Nigerians and governments should listen attentively to the statements of Donald Trump, so that they can learn from it and maybe adjust from it, if they don't want to be called or to be described as all these things that Donald Trump has described them to be. So viewers, what is your take on this news that you just heard? If you have any comments or any contributions, don't hesitate to drop them below the comment box. Click on the subscribe button as well as the bell button to receive notification whenever I drop any video. Don't forget, like and share this news as